Are the claims of palworld plagiarizing Pokemon valid? Not at all. For something to be plagiarism, there has to be evidence that it is directly copied and used in the same way. We all saw H-Bomber Guy's video, right? Those passages were copied word for word and used in the same context for the same purpose. Palworld's designs certainly look inspired heavily by Pokemon, but they are used in a different context, they have different abilities, different functions, the games are different, the colors are different, the design is enough to be legally different to not stumble on any trademark. So even if they did 100% copy Pokemon design, they are in fact legally distinct, and you are allowed to be inspired by other people's works. Like, you could call it a ripoff if you want, but it is a legally distinct ripoff. So there is no merit at all to the claims of plagiarism. For the record, there's also barely any merit to the claim that they use generative AI on Pokemon designs. 2 years ago, someone connected to the project ended up saying that they were very excited about AI. That's the evidence that a lot of people were using. And they showed what generative AI could do to Pokemon design. But right now, there's a whole lot of "it feels like AI," which is a little witch hunty to me, puts a really bad taste in my mouth, you know? And a lot of artists have been falsely claimed to use AI recently, so I just don't like this pattern. It feels like an artistic witch hunt. I don't like it. Maybe it will have turned out to use generative AI. I don't know. But right now the case is super shaky and it's motivated a lot more via emotion than any actual evidence. There are these images going around showing the face of one of the pals to be similar to a face of a Pokemon. And it's a cartoon face. Even if they trace that face line for line, if the Pokemon has a different body, it's fine. That's enough of a legal distinction. Look, palworld is doing this on purpose. It's evoking Pokemon on purpose. The whole Pokemon with guns thing, that's how it got noticed. We probably wouldn't have noticed otherwise. But you are allowed to do that. Temtem evoked Pokemon on purpose, and it's fine. In fact, in the age of Pokemon, there were lots of other monster raising games that did kind of copy it, and they were fine. Check this out. This is Robopon. This is a game for the Game Boy Color made by Atlas. Robopon's Sun version. There is a Moon version. This is what gameplay looks like. Here are some evolutions. And Robopon was a whole lot more like Pokemon than Palworld. I mean, it's literally a turn-based RPG where you choose from a list of 4 attacks to do damage based on weaknesses. And I mean, it's the same thing. And Robopon's totally legal, because you're allowed to be inspired by other projects. So yeah, palworld isn't even near plagiarism. It's not even the same genre of game. Most of the people who are claiming this are just hating. Which is dumb, because like I said in a previous video, the two games aren't really even competing. One is a survival crafting game, one is a monster catching RPG. The survival crafting game has monster catching elements, but that's not the same as being a monster catcher RPG. It just isn't. It is a different game. They're not filling the same niche.